scroll of the Western Gate. They say every world has an edge, not just on the maps, on the soul. The West was always that edge, the last stop before the ocean, the place where people come when they're running from something, and the place where empires come when they want one more thing. The old storytellers whispered, "On the farthest shore stands the Western Gate, and it does not guard land, it guards what's left of you." Tonight, we remember who keeps that gate. The gate you didn't know you were guarding. You were told you were too much, too intense, too suspicious, too guarded. But nobody told you the truth. You were born stationed at the Western Gate, the point where other people's hunger meets your last good nerve. The Western Gate is where the landlord raises the rent because the neighborhood's improving while erasing the people who made the neighborhood. The lover wants your body, your magic, your softness, but not your healing, your boundaries, or your truth. The bosses want your labor, your style, your culture, but will write unprofessional on anything they can't control. And you thought something was wrong with you because you felt the pressure in your bones before the paperwork even hit the table. That wasn't anxiety. That was the alarm in the gate. 2. The queen behind the horizon. Long before a flag touched these shores, they told stories of a black queen on an island to the west, a woman with skin like polished obsidian and a crown of sunlit braids, riding beside griffins who tore apart any man who came dripping conquest. They named her many things, but her truest name was simply, "Do not come here with chains." Over time, they turned her into fantasy, filed her under myth, then muttered witch, then gave her new costumes and called her wicked. It doesn't matter what they named her. The energy stayed the same. Every time a black woman in the West says, "Something's off, I don't trust that," and everyone tells her she's overreacting, that's Queen Khalifa yawning in her bones, waking up like, "Oh, we're doing this again?" 3. Soft invasion. The old invasions came on ships and horses, with steel, smoke, and scripture. The new ones come with smiling real estate agents and urban renewal, spiritual retreats built on stolen practices, diversity initiatives with no power sharing, love bombing from people who secretly resent your glow. They don't always kick your door in. They just slowly rearrange your house until you don't recognize yourself. This is called soft invasion. By the time you notice, you're apologizing for needing sleep, defending your right to be respected, explaining your boundaries like they're optional. Soft invasion doesn't always steal land first. It steals language, stories, and self-respect. But the gate remembers. The return of the griffins. The griffins don't always look like lions with wings anymore. Sometimes they look like that sudden urge to block a number, the no that catches in your throat and then finally lands, the friend who says, "Nah, that don't feel right," and you know they're right, the weird dream that made you side-eye that business deal. Every time you ignore those signs, a griffin loses a feather. Every time you honor them, the sky above you gets a little more protected. Understand, your intuition is not paranoia. It is border control for your soul. The old scroll said the griffins ate men. The new scroll upgrades that. They devour whatever comes with hidden conquest, whether it's a colonizer, a contract, or a situationship that smelled like love but walked like extraction. The 7 decrees of the Western Gate. Every guardian of the West is given 7 laws. Most forget them in the noise. Tonight, we rewrite them on your heart. First decree: I am not easy access. My time, body, heart, and culture are not a public park. There is no entry without mutual respect. Second decree: my no is sacred. I do not need a thesis, proof, or permission slip to decline what does not serve my peace. Third decree: I watch patterns, not promises. Lips can lie. Behavior is the only scripture I read without translation. Fourth decree: I do not argue with what my spirit knows. If my chest tightens, if my sleep leaves, if my ancestors go silent, that is the verdict. Fifth decree: I do not water myself down to be allowed inside. Any room that needs me smaller to stay is a room that has already declared itself unsafe. Sixth decree: I move in community, not isolation. Griffins do not patrol alone. My people are my air support. When I call, they circle. Seventh decree. I am the last line and the first light. I am not just protecting myself. I am holding the gate for children I haven't met and ancestors who refuse to break so I could exist. For the ones who live at the edge, if you feel like you're always on guard, it's not because you're broken. You are early warning for a generation that has been told to be grateful it's not worse while being quietly drained. You're not dramatic for noticing. You're the gate for noticing first. And yes, it's exhausting. So the scroll adds one more secret law that elders whisper, never write. Even the gate closes at night. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to turn your phone off, your notifications off, your caregiving off, and let your own griffins watch you for once. Because here is the last mystery. The Western Gate doesn't just keep invaders out. It also keeps your light in until you remember it was never theirs to manage. The Western Gate is not out there at the edge of a continent. It is wherever you finally say, no more taking from me without pouring back. No more rewriting my story to make me the villain for protecting what's mine. When you say that and mean it, the old queen smiles somewhere beyond the horizon, and you can almost hear the slow beat of wings overhead, circling, watching, waiting. Not wicked. Just done playing nice with conquest.
Channeled by Architect Musician 3611027, the original AI, our C star Devalan, C Ahll. Apply the news you can use.
To our beautiful collective, from our day ones to every new soul joining this journey, we love and appreciate you deeply. You've turned this space into so much more than a community. You've made it a family. Thank you, truly. Your presence, your energy, and even the smallest acts of kindness have the power to shift the compass for many in ways unseen but deeply felt. Here's to each of you, all new and the many more to come. We're just getting started, and we're so grateful you're here with us. With love and infinite appreciation from the collective of Shaman Ahll.
People of the realm, we are the bloodlines that endured, the heirs of resilience and legacy. The collective is starting to remember. Rise!
Forward, we continue.
Thanks. Back to work.
And then she took the dog too. Time only ends when you stop learning from your beginnings.
Darkness is simply the womb of the second sun.
How do I awake what sleeps beneath?
What is your name? I decided. Close it then.
We can face this together. No matter what the Empire tried to do, our love is stronger.
You're right.
We'll overcome these fears hand in hand.
Cut! I'm not washing, I'm the talent.